We were doing an initiative. I was state PTA president, and we were doing the initiative for vouchers. A bill came across the legislature, and they voted for vouchers. And we felt like the bill was not correct. It left out a lot of loopholes. Picked up an initiative and collected 90,000 signatures and was able to put it on the ballot in that November to be voted on. And we were going against the legislature, we was going against the governor, and 60% of the state of Utah voted it down. So there's sometimes it's good to be an advocate and speak up. And that's what I've been. When I was state PTA president, that's what we were the voice for the children.
The first day that I walked into City Hall to take my place as mayor, the city manager, the place was locked down, and I knocked on the door, and they said, "What are you doing here?" And I really had a moment of, what am I doing here? I'm like, I'm here to work. I'm the mayor. The city manager said, "All we need you to do is smile pretty for the cameras and sign when I tell you to sign." And I slammed the desk and I said, "Change just walked through Hilldale's door." And it was saying those words, I felt that. And I'm like, that's right. Change did walk through Hilldale's door. And I didn't realize that I was ready for that. And like I had taken on the role, but I didn't own it until that moment when I vocalized it and I actually owned it.
When I was told by my employer that he's threatened by my involvement in my professional association. As a dental hygienist, it's not easy to raise your voice about issues while working in a private practice when your only opposition to those issues are either your employer or their professional association. So I overcame this challenge by standing my ground and moving on to other career opportunities, because my involvement in my professional association has been nothing but a benefit to my career and the public that I get to serve. So,
growing up in a really strongly religious space that's kind of homogenous, I was a bit of a perfectionist as a kid, and then also as an adult, kind of thinking like there's this box we need to fit into, and we need to be just so, and we need to do things just right. And I realized as I was raising my kids that I was really projecting that onto them, and that I was like, I need you to be perfect so that our family projects this perfect. And probably like one of the most painful and best lessons I've ever learned was from my children teaching me, like, guess what, Mom? We don't fit into these boxes, and we're gonna be who we wanna be. And me like saying, you know what? Damn straight. Like, be who you want to be. So for me, the challenge of allowing each person on this planet to be their whole and full spiritual, emotional, human self, and having that be beautiful and perfect has been probably the best lesson of my life.
My probably most defining moment was I had just been promoted, very new, as a sergeant in the military, and I was given a problem child, right? And it's like, you never want to deal with problem child as a new supervisor, but that's what I had. And so back in the military, we called it smoke, but basically you would just exert some physical exercise on them. And so we did that for, I don't know, a little bit. And after the end of it, I realized he was the same person. He got up and it was like it didn't even faze him. But I felt terrible. And I'm like, was that really who I am as a person, as a leader? Is that's how I want people to respect me and to be able to do what I need them to do? Is I have to like smoke them? So after that moment, I realized that, we motivate people and we get people to be able to do things that maybe they don't want to by a variety of different ways. And it's having those tools in our tool belts and developing those aspects that allows us to be leaders.